I'm not one to be offended very easily. And I was told in this particular instance that I was overreacting, and I really don't think I was. I mean, I wasn't like some drama queen who had like a fit or anything. I just was offended, and I said so, which is unusual for me because I typically just sort of internalize it, and I really, won't say anything. But I felt like I had to because it really offended me. I had a friend who had a friend who was looking for a used iPod, and I had an old iPod, and I said it's perfectly fine shape. I will be more than willing to sell it to her at a very cheap price, and it's just sitting in my drawer. So, I'll sell it to her, and I'll just leave what's on there, and she can delete it when she gets a chance to put her own stuff on there. But I'm just going to give it to you as is. So a couple of weeks later, my friend comes over and she says, thank you. My friend says thank you. She's really enjoying her iPod, and she actually just kind of, at the moment, still has your music on there. She hasn't really put any of her own stuff on there, but she was a little surprised that there was no Melissa Etheridge or Katie Lang on your iPod. And I immediately got mad. And I actually, it was, like I said, I never really say anything. And I sat there for a minute and I said, I'm really offended by that. And she's like, oh, I was just telling you what she said. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm like, you didn't offend me. She offended me by the comment she made that she was surprised that I didn't have Melissa Etheridge and Katie Lang on my my iPod. And then my partner was like, I don't know why you're getting so upset about this. I said, I am. I'm really offended by that she would assume that I would have albums and albums of Melissa Etheridge. Well, I don't really like Melissa Etheridge. No offense to her, but I don't care for her. I don't. So I don't think I would just have somebody on my iPod because they were gay. I don't believe in that. I'm not. It really pissed me off that she sort of reduced me down to a stereotype, and I was really offended by that. And maybe I shouldn't have been, but I was. And I think I had every right to feel how I was feeling. And I don't think I was overreacting. I mean, I wasn't like in histrionics or anything. I just said I was offended by that, and it really upset me, which it was a little surprising to me because I typically, don't react that way. I mean, usually it's like whatever, but for some reason that just really rubbed me the wrong way. And I don't think I was really overreacting. And I tried to explain that that I was offended in that she would make that assumption, and that that was her image or her stereotype she was projecting or whatever. I don't know. It has been a while, but it still baffles me that she would say that, and that others would think, why wouldn't I be offended by that? And maybe I am overreacting. I don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to be reduced to a stereotype. I just don't think that is anything anybody wants to hear. I mean, do you think I was wrong to be offended by that? I mean, there might be different schools of thought on that. I don't know. And it's interesting when I tell people that I don't really like Melissa Etheridge, and they're like, well, she's gay. I'm like, well, so what? I don't think that you need to like somebody because they're in your group. I don't like everybody that's gay. I'm sorry. I mean, that's in my opinion almost just as bad as disliking someone because of who they are. Of course, I felt bad because my friend was all upset that she upset me, and I felt bad about that. But I felt like I just had to respond to that. I just wasn't okay with that comment at all, and it was nothing against my friend. It was her friend. I'm like, I thought I was being nice by selling her this iPod at next to nothing, and I don't know. I just was like, kind of did her a favor, and she insulted me. I mean, That's that. I don't know why I thought of that, but there you have it.